Hello, Internet, Facebook, YouTube,
Hey.
TikTok. Hope you guys are doing well. We're back. Assuming I'm not just speaking into the void, but I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's see. Profile. Oh, you love when that little live button comes up. You love to see it. Hope you guys are doing well.
Hey guys, good to see you. I don't have you guys on my screen, but thank you for being here.
Yeah. All right.
Also, really kind of a one-way. It's like a one-way mirror. It's not really possible anyway.
That's true. Yeah, you would have to somehow like upload a picture of yourself in chat, which I don't necessarily recommend. But that's what you'd probably have to do. All right, I think I'm all set. Josh, I'm going to hit record if you're good.
Yes, let me hit record on my end. Check, check. Are my levels good? Yep, I'm good.
All right.
Welcome to the Fifth and Goal Sports Podcast. Now, here are your hosts, Aaron, Josh, and Johnny.
Welcome to the show, listeners, viewers. Good to see you. Josh is making a cringe face. Josh, how's it going over there?
It's okay. It said and Johnny.
Oh yeah,
he said and Johnny.
Yeah. So here's the season 4. Turns out new rule.
You remember what Johnny said last week?
No,
this exact time last week.
No, because I wasn't here. There's a new rule.
Perfect.
Season 4, new rule. The 3 of us are not allowed to record together, and we are going strong, man. 4 weeks in a row, baby. Let's go.
You know how in the first season of Mandalorian, you don't even get to see Pedro Pascal's face until like the last frame of the last episode.
Right.
And like the whole thing is this build up. That's what we're doing, except we're already 3 seasons in. And we're burying the lead.
Yeah, you're right. That's exactly what's happening. Johnny texted us, I don't know, probably an hour before the show and said, "Hey, I can't make it. I've triple booked myself," which there's a good reason for that. Usually I would make fun of Johnny and maybe we still will. He's not here to defend himself, but it's for good reason. But yes, we are continuing our streak of just duo podcasting. So you get the 2-man rotation of Josh and I today. But I think it'll be worth your time because we've got a fun topic to talk about tonight, Josh. And I threw this out there on the interwebs as well, and now I'm 50 because I said the word interwebs. It's on Twitter.
Oh.
Yeah, I hate that. We may have to
dial
start
up
the whole.
You get on your AOL tonight.
Yeah. Which I heard, by the way, AOL dial-up officially going away.
Whoa.
For those of you that have still been using it for the last 10
who are
years.
Listening to us.
Yeah.
They're phasing it out. Right. I didn't realize. Now I want to buy it.
I know.
The dial-up and associated software will soon be unavailable. How is it still around?
I don't know, but I think
it's that thing where like I thought this died off in like 2004.
Right, but I think in order to properly honor dial-up internet, I think we need to run this show off of dial-up internet next week. You'll get, if you're watching on YouTube or TikTok or Facebook, which you can watch us live every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, you'd get an entire pixel. Whose face it is, we don't know. You don't know.
What is I got to see what the bit rate is for AOL. There's a chance that we couldn't even log on to like our Discord even.
True. Yeah, let alone get into an actual video call with each other. Yeah.
All right. Yep. How fast is it? Okay, I'm going to do other things.
Yeah. That sounds
related to signing up for AOL dial-up in the year of our Lord 2025.
Yeah, I love that.
Johnny, Johnny. I already miss him. Aaron, what are we talking about tonight?
Yeah, we've got a fun topic tonight. We are going to talk about, and I buried the lead on this a little bit, because I threw this on Twitter. You can answer this question if you would like to. Just look us up on Twitter/X at Fifth Goal Sports. The question is, what is on your sports? Well, let me be more specific. What's on your college football bucket list? So Josh and I have compiled our own lists. We don't know what's on each other's list. There's a good chance that we've got some duplicate items, which is okay, but they may be in different orders. We've got a top 5 for you. Johnny from the grave may also be sending in his list as well. So if that happens, we will react accordingly. But we'd also love to know what your list is and if you agree or disagree with our lists. Now, a caveat that I'm putting in place for myself, Josh, and I feel like this is probably a good place to start this conversation, is we have both been pretty spoiled in some of the things we've been able to do in college football. Like you and I have been to
Truly.
a Michigan game, Michigan-Ohio State game, where it was it 2 versus 3 in 2016, whatever it was, like double overtime.
Yeah.
Like
Double overtime walk-off. Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard to beat. And I got to go to the national championship game this last year. So, and I've been on the field to cover some games. So I understand that I am coming at this from a perspective of someone who's very spoiled, who's been very blessed with some of the things I've been able to do in college football. So my list is going to be things that I have not done. So I don't know if you went with the same thing or if you're like, hey, this was so great, it's still on my bucket list to do it again.
Yes. No, I had the exact same mentality. Speaking of spoiled, quick aside, I just tested my internet connection. I don't know what yours is,
Yeah.
but now I'm the only one in the building on the Wi-Fi. So I get all of it right now. But I'm getting about 630 megabytes per second download and about the same upload. Very blessed. Dial-up today. If you wanted to go ahead and get a nice vintage dial-up system
Which
for the
I would
week
like
that
to
it
do.
remains,
Yeah.
56 kilobytes a second.
Oh no.
So I don't
Oh
think
no.
I don't know if that's workable.
Yeah. How long would it take you to just download a song?
I don't know.
On that.
And I feel like that's
Song,
it's
singular.
a song. That's also a question of, okay, actually I do download songs occasionally on this device. Let me see here. Because that's also the maximum, that's the like hardware, so to speak, maximum for dial-up. So you might get up to 56 kilobytes a second download.
Wow.
All right, I just downloaded just a random MP3 file the other day. My biggest one. Oh wow. Oh, well, that's a wave track. Let's just do a regular MP3. Anywhere from 5 to 6 megabytes. So it's taken a sec.
Yeah. Wow. That's fun.
We live in good times.
We do live in good times. We are spoiled. You're right. That further cements the idea that we are spoiled. Well, I can start, and we'll start from number 5, and we'll work our way backwards. And it's an interesting place to start because I think, and we'll see how this goes, I think maybe the top 3, I think there's a good chance our top 3 is the same, even if we have it ordered slightly differently. 4 and 5 to me feel more like wild cards because I had a couple different options here, and maybe we even do honorable mentions if there was one that we were deciding between at the end.
Yes.
My number 5, and this is a bit of a caveat because this particular thing to witness is much better when this team is good and / borderline elite, and that has not happened for a while. My number 5 bucket list item in college football is witnessing the Virginia Tech enter Sandman, because Blacksburg, Virginia will register a earthquake on the Richter scale. In fact, this just happened because Metallica, who sings that song, played a concert in Lane Stadium and everyone lost their minds, appropriately so. And I think it picked up on the Richter scale. So that's epic. Like a night game in Blacksburg, Virginia, like Virginia Tech, maybe the height of their powers kind of thing. That intro just seems awesome. So I think that's my number 5. I was debating on a few different things, but that's what I'm going with number 5.
That's a good one. I feel like I have a similar one at my 5. And that is attend a beautiful Tuesday or Thursday night MACtion game.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
And we saw this, if you weren't on this will be what I'm following, so I won't spoil it. But you know our love of the action games. I have found a love for going to smaller, less blue blood teams. Because one, down here, all the good teams are expensive, or the teams that think they're good.
Right.
Them boys. So it's a lot more fun to go to like a AAA affiliate, or instead of going to the Stars, going to their Georgetown Stars AAA affiliate down in North Austin. So there's all these types of fun things. Anyway, I love the messiness of a good non-prestige Tuesday night, 19 people in the attendance, but the most passionate 19 people.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm with you. And again, this is me being spoiled, but I've had the chance to do that for the last couple of years, and it is as good as advertised.
Give me a nice Central Michigan Toledo game any day.
Absolutely. I love that. We did get a list from Johnny here at the buzzer. His number 5 item, which I think is interesting, because I think it may end up on both of our lists, but higher. We'll see. He's got the Army-Navy game at number 5, which is obviously a super solid pick. This one's a little unique in the fact that it's not necessarily at one particular stadium each and every season. It varies. I believe this year it's in Baltimore, if I remember correctly. I believe it was in New Jersey last year, the home of the Jets and Giants. But that's what Johnny's got at number 5. At number 4, I have one that is near and dear to your heart, Josh, that will it be your number 1 pick? I don't know. I'm going to spend the night on Friday night, Josh. And then Saturday morning, I may get up a little bit earlier. And I may go to the Texas State Fair and just shove my face full of food before I wander over to the Cotton Bowl. And I attend Texas, Oklahoma, ideally sitting right in the middle of the stands so I can see the Texas split and the Oklahoma split, and I'm right between the two, and so I can hear the insults that each team is hurling at one another. That's what I'm hoping for. As I think we've lost Josh's. Oh, there it is. You're back.
Oh, okay, I'm back. Sometimes I mute to be polite, and sometimes my internet, after I brag about it, decides to cut out. Great job, everybody. Why we put humility is a cool thing. That was my number 2, so I'll keep.
Okay, all right.
That is I don't have any particular order, but 100%. Everyone down here says, "Oh, you can't go to the fair on Saturday that day. Like, it's insane." And I'm like, "That's the point."
Yeah, try me.
Try me. Dude, there should be so many people that you can't even move. Yeah. So I can cheer and stay the entire time and not leave early.
Yeah. Now, I've heard, and I don't know if this is true for sure, but I've heard some media members that have covered this game, because you have a media credential and it's far easier for you to get into the stadium than the normal average person, is that at halftime, you can just go sneak off to the fair and get some food and then just waltz right back into the stadium.
It is more expensive to get into the stadium than it is the fair.
Yeah.
My guess would be they got your money anyway.
Yeah. Well, and if you got a credential, you're probably there for free. So
exactly.
That's not part of my bucket list is number 4, but just generally Texas, Oklahoma. Josh, one of these days, it's happening.
Absolutely. Hey, I am walking distance from a dart station.
Ugh.
We don't even have to worry about parking.
I love that.
We can get on there. They drop us off directly in front of the fairgrounds. It is beautiful. If you're a big fan of architecture, they got beautiful Art Deco stuff all over the place. Texas is ridiculous and stupid. And you know what? Darn it if they don't build cool things and have cool rivalries. So I guess we just talked about Red River. So I'll let you go back. Give me your number 3.
Josh, what was your number 4?
Snow game.
Ooh.
I want to go to a
Yeah.
game where they, after every play, are kind of just shoveling some stuff off to clear just enough space for the lines and the markers. I want a messy 3-2 or 3-0 victory.
I love that.
Snow game where everyone's slipping and sliding.
I love
Preferably college, although I know the NFL guys have fun with that too.
that. Yeah. All right. Johnny's got a bold pick for number 4, and I like it. He wants to go to the game in Ann Arbor, which from experience, I can tell you that is quite well, especially if it's Michigan's first time winning that game in like a decade. That place gets pretty into football, so that's a good pick. Really cool stadium. I can say that even as a Buckeye fan. Don't kill me.
As a hater, respect.
As a hater, yeah, it's a really really cool venue. Yeah, that's a good pick. I think that's really solid, especially if you have not done that. Best rivalry in college football? Question mark. I think there's certainly an argument for that. All right, Josh, you asked about my third pick, and this is where I have Army Navy. So we kind of already touched on it. I just think that the overall pageantry of the game, just everything it represents, is just super cool. I'll also say this too. I think I've become more fond of this game as I've gotten older, in the sense that Army Navy still reminds me of like football when I was little. Like it means just as much now as it did 20 years ago. And it doesn't matter what changes, like NIL doesn't matter, transfer portal doesn't matter, because frankly, these schools can't really utilize those things. Conference realignment doesn't matter because it's still a non-conference game, even though they're in the same conference right now. There's so many factors, but it just, to me, is like, it's just a great rivalry for what it represents, but it's still one of the most pure forms of football out there. And you get two teams running like the triple option and just trying to bludgeon one another. It's something else. And then singing the alma maters at the end of the game. That's why I've got it ranked at number 3.
Beautiful. I think we've gone through. I'm now down to my number 2. Because we had Snow Game, Maction, Red River, not in that order. Actually, yeah, that seems like a good order. I'll make this generic, but I'm thinking LSU.
Yeah.
I would like to go to an SEC night game, but I'm limiting to that to like LSU, Tennessee.
Johnny's got LSU as his number 3 pick. So you guys are on the same wavelength.
Exactly.
Here. Yep.
Yes. In the same vein, I kind of want to go to Kyle Field once.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about Colts is they do know how to enjoy themselves and celebrate. I don't need to go to a night game for that because it's a pretty tough environment. Even the Aggies can't win in that type of environment. So I'll would love to go to just a nasty, scary night game.
Yeah, I'm with you. Well, it's funny because I was looking at Reddit just because I had the ideas in my head for this list, but I was like, all right, I do want to check out Reddit just to make sure there's nothing like crazy that I'm going to miss and be sad. And anyways, so I found this list and it all seemed like pretty normal. You like some of the classics: go to a national championship game, go to College Game Day, Ohio State, Michigan, the Iron Bowl, some of the things we've said, the Red River Shootout, Army, Navy, all that stuff. See a night game at LSU. And then one of the options on here was go to Texas A&M Midnight Yell. No. Anything but that.
Why?
Kyle Field, sure, totally get it.
Yeah, Kyle Field. They have the same jokes since like 1983. It's not, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
And they're not going to win anyway. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Go see
that's my only caveat.
Go see an end of season A&M UT game and there you go. See?
Yep.
That'd be great.
Yep.
Yeah, some of these fun. Yeah, Notre Dame in South Bend, Grove at Ole Miss. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this as an honorable mention because I forgot that it is one of my bucket lists. I just don't know when I'm gonna be able to go. I would love to go to the Kibbe Dome.
Oh yes, heck yeah.
Not Boise. I'm already in Idaho. I'm not going to Boise State. I'm going to the Kibbe Dome.
Yes, that is the correct answer. That is the correct answer. And if you don't know what the Kibbe Dome is, then I'm going to assume that you are too young. That's my assumption. Awesome. Well, I think we're on to number 2, and Johnny and I have the same exact thing. Same exact thing at number 2 and number 1. But we'll start with number 2. I've got the Penn State Whiteout. This game just at night, especially if assuming this, I'll be clear. I want to whiteout that's not big nooned. So, you know, their game against Oregon's a good example this year. That's a night game. That environment just sounds unbelievable. Ironically, Penn State's record has not been particularly good in the whiteout game, but that doesn't matter. I'm not here for a record. I'm here just as a casual fan. I think I would have to wear white, even though I'm not a Penn State fan. I think you just have to wear white if you're going. Even as a neutral fan, I think you're messing with the vibe, and I don't know.
There's pageantry there.
They'll beat you up, and I think they probably are in their right. It's their right to do so if you're not wearing white. So that's my number
natural.
2. And Johnny's.
That's a good number 2.
Yep.
My number 1, that was on my bucket list for consideration. I found that, and I think one of the common things, and so this is going to make number 1 a little bit off, maybe against type. Going to whiteout games, because it's the context of pretty much just watching Ohio State, Penn State, I know that there is a good record that Ohio State has against Penn State as of late. Those games are too stressful. I did Ohio State, Michigan in 2016, and that double overtime victory was really good.
You wanted to die.
Was one of the most stressful.
4 hours.
Yeah. I was ready. I was like, you know what? Maybe I just need to get into Pac-10 at this point. Maybe I'll just like follow
Right.
Iowa or something. Just go to be a Vandals fan. But I thought about whiteout. It would be too nerve-wracking. So I think most of my other games have been games where I won't have a vested interest.
Yeah.
As in like lose any sleep over who wins or loses. Except for this last one, my number 1 is go to a championship game where Ohio State can win, and I can see the confetti and hear the fireworks.
Yeah, hey,
TV's cool. TV doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, well, book your tickets to
You
Miami.
can't feel explosions.
Just have confidence. We're running it back.
There it is.
Yeah. That's a good one. I was lucky enough to get to experience that, and it was as good, if not better than advertised. Awesome time in the Atlanta Dome. Well, not the Atlanta Dome because RIP, but you know what I mean. My number 1, as well as Johnny's number 1, is the Rose Bowl. And I'm with you, Josh, your theory on, do you want to actually see your team there? Don't get me wrong. I would love to see Ohio State in the Rose Bowl in person. But I get where you're coming from. I almost wonder, man, if it's not my team in the Rose Bowl and I am there purely for the vibes, purely for the tradition, purely just to see the mountains and the picture perfect 70 degrees that somehow it always seems to be there on January 1st. There's something very attractive about that. Like, it's not stressful. I get up, I watch the parade, do whatever else there is to do in Pasadena, and then I just sit there and enjoy the game. I root for a good game. I hope it's solid. Like, depending on, I guess it's at this point always going to be a playoff game. It's just a matter of if it's a quarterfinal or semifinal game. So we're kind of unfortunately done with the Big 12, Pac-12 dynamic for the most part. I mean, I think if they can, they're trying to. I mean, we kind of got that this year with Ohio State.
We
Oregon,
got that,
but I still think, like, yes, if you could also invent a time machine and I could go back and like go to Rose Bowl like 20 years ago when it was really like Big 10 champion versus Pac-12 champion, that would be awesome. But that's my number 1. Get me to Pasadena. It's got to happen soon here. That's number 1.
Just to go and sit in that type of history. Oh, the facilities are kind of bad. Yeah, they're supposed to be bad. It's for football.
Yeah.
Watch it. Goodness.
Yeah. That's my number 1.
That obstructed stadium seat view guy.
Yeah.
I've not seen him post about the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Now, he may have, but I just haven't seen it.
Now, I'd like to ignore that and just assume it's perfect.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah. Well, that's our list. To recap, what I had is my top 5. Number 5, I had Virginia Tech enter Sandman. Again, hoping the team is good. Number 4, Red River Shootout, Texas, Oklahoma. Number 3, Army Navy. Number 2, Penn State Whiteout. Number 1, Rose Bowl. I will say Wisconsin Jump Around was one that I threw out there in my head. That's an honorable mention. That'd be kind of fun. Even South Carolina, Sandstorm, that would be up there as well. I think just in terms of like intros and such. But yeah, that's and night game at LSU sounds incredible by all accounts. That seems like that's the best environment in college football. So that'd be pretty sweet. So that's what I'm thinking.
I know what Google was trying to tell me. I know what they were trying to autocorrect. But I went to go search like any obstructed views at the Rose Bowl. I assume there's none because of the way it was designed. If you've seen that bowl layout, all the support structures sit underneath. So I'm assuming no. I just wanted to double check. But the first thing, before that, what Google thought I wanted to say was, are there any obstructed views at the Kibbie Dome?
Oh.
And I believe the truth is still no.
There's got to be something. There's
probably. Honestly, I hope I get an obstructed view when I go to the Kibbie Dome. 6,000 seats, and I still missed one. I still got the wrong one.
Yeah, I love that.
Why is there a pillar just here?
Yeah. Well, if you think that our lists were controversial, which frankly I don't think they were, but let us know again on Twitter, Instagram, wherever. Let us know your bucket list. We may get back into this conversation next week because there's a lot of options you can choose from. So let us know. So I'll say this. That list wasn't controversial, but this list is, and it's because the preseason AP Top 25 is out in college football. So we did get a slight difference, especially at the very, very top, compared to the coaches poll, which was out last week, 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I don't know if you guys talked about it last week. I was dead, but
we got distracted.
Oh, that's fine. That may happen to us, Josh. We haven't actually started this conversation yet. There's still a chance that we could get back.
We're only 25 minutes in. We got time.
Yep, we could get back into the deep discussion of dial-up internet. So it looked like on paper we were going to have, at least in the AP poll for the first time ever, number 1 versus number 2 playing one another to start the season, and that's not going to be the case because in the AP poll, Texas is number 1. But Penn State is number 2, followed by Ohio State at 3. Interestingly enough, Penn State was almost number 1. This was a very close race for the top. It was kind of splitting hairs in terms of first place votes. It is Texas with the advantage. They're the number 1 team in the AP poll. Penn State number 2. Let me just rattle off the top 10, and then eventually we'll get through this whole list here as well. But here's the list, and Johnny did give us some thoughts, and we will also get into his top 25 next week because he put that together for us. So Texas number 1, Penn State 2, Ohio State 3, Clemson 4, Georgia 5, and you're also, if you've been following our previews of conferences, you are seeing some of our conference favorites and our picks to win it all. Notre Dame is at 6, Oregon is at 7, Alabama at 8, LSU at 9, Miami at 10, which of these top 10, historically there will be one, or statistically I should say, there will be one that just completely falls off. Last year it was Florida State. And I'm not suggesting that one of these teams is going to go 2-10, but usually, and I can't remember the exact number, I'll try to find it. I'll have stats and info look for it. But usually one of the top 10 teams will finish the regular season unranked. And I don't even think Miami does that because I don't think the ACC is strong enough for enough teams to beat them to knock them out of the top 25. Now, I say that, and Miami plays Florida State, Florida, and South Florida this year. So if, say, like there's a bigger drop-off on offense without Cam Ward, then maybe the Hurricanes could find a way that they go 8-4, and maybe if the ACC is bad, that kicks them out of the top 25. But I say that. You also have to find a team to put in the top 10. But that's kind of my just initial look. When I look at the top 10, I'm like, Miami, really? Like, are we doing this again? Like, have they really proven that they belong here? I
saw them at 10, and I went, cool, this has been story so far.
Yeah.
Let's see how long it lasts.
Yeah. Yeah. We do have, I'll just kind of give a snapshot from a conference perspective here. As we look at this top 25. So the SEC already has number 1. They've got number 5, Georgia. They've got number 8, number 9. They've got South Carolina checking in at 13. They've got Florida checking in at 15. Oklahoma at 18. Texas A&M at 19. 21 is Ole Miss. And 24 is Tennessee. So they are, not surprisingly, well represented in this poll. Florida is pretty high, but I think if you look at their talent on paper, you look at the roster, it is a top 15 roster. The schedule is going to be brutal. Same thing with Oklahoma. Is that a top 20 team on paper? Yeah, I think it probably is. Will they navigate a schedule that will enable them to stay in the top 20? That's going to be challenging. I don't know. Johnny particularly had a bone to pick with Tennessee at 24. Now, this is kind of a weird thing because remember the whole Nico drama that we talked about back in June or May or whenever that happened. That's a really interesting question mark. Johnny would like to see Georgia Tech in the top 25 instead of Tennessee. Georgia Tech is not here in the top 25. If you go by the others receiving votes category, Georgia Tech checks in at number 30. I would agree that Georgia Tech is being underrated here. I would like to see them in the top 25 somewhere here. You've got SMU at 16, Josh. That's interesting. You said you're going to see them week 1, so you're getting to see the number 16 team in the country.
That works.
Yeah.
And it's probably still, hopefully it's a full stadium.
I hope so too. Hopefully, yeah, year after college football playoff appearance that you get that. One of the other things I'll mention here is that, and I think we talk about this every year, so sorry if this is being a dead horse, but we talk every year because this poll will come out and it will cause some controversy and we'll sit here and debate like, well, Tennessee shouldn't be ranked, Georgia Tech should be in, whatever. And you'll get people that say, well, it's who cares? It's the preseason AP top 25. Who cares? It doesn't matter. It does matter because as it stands right now, we have a selection committee that at the end of the year will make decisions about who and who should not be in the field of 12. And what will they use as a metric? They will use top 25 wins. Well, what do you know? This is the top 25. Should this top 25 poll matter? Probably not, because it is just our best guess. Like, yes, the 5th and goal poll that will come out, is it better than the AP poll? Of course. But even that, at the end of the day, is just our best guess. Now, it's an educated guess that I guess built on watching a ton of football every week, which I can't speak for the committee that they do the same. But at the end of the day, this poll gets used because it determines things like strength of schedule. It determines things like, your top 25 wins. Your conference strength, it kind of starts based on how many teams are in the top 25. It's not a perfect system. And I do get, and on the other hand, it's nice to know like, oh, wow, this is a big game. Number 1 versus number 3 to start the year. That's a big deal. Or if I'm looking at this Clemson LSU matchup, a top 10 matchup on a Saturday night. That sounds great. So it is nice to quantify just how, good of a matchup, I suppose, that we're getting. But I'm here to tell you, whether you agree or disagree with how these teams are arranged, the top 25 does matter in people's perception of these teams. So, it's interesting. And by the way, if you're wondering who votes on this poll, it's 60 journalists covering college football for AP member news organizations. So it's also interesting, this note, because I'm reading directly from the AP here. They're urged to base their votes on head-to-head results, not reputation, preseason speculation, or regional bias. Well, I can tell you that they will fail at that this year. But that's what we have here.
Yeah. You have some sad things. I mean, it makes sense, but we have Iowa off for the first time in a while.
And they're not even in the receiving votes category.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because I think they're... Oh, actually, Josh, I'm sorry. I take that back. They are low on that list, but they are there. They're right behind Navy.
First time in 2 years, yeah.
But yeah, okay. You're right. Not in the top.
I was thinking of Utah.
Oh well, yeah.
It's overall still just a kind of a sad trajectory after being in the hunt for the Pac-12 championship for so long. To have this, it's a season. Hopefully they weather it, but yeah, it's sad to see because it was fun to watch that team.
And I think they bounce back pretty quick. Utah does. So I think pretty quickly they're in this top 25. It is interesting. Basically, BYU is 26 and Utah's 27. That's you love that.
Yeah. It's fun, classic. You
Yep.
got to keep it in the family.
Yeah. I'll mention some other Big
Was that a
Ten
Mormon
teams
joke?
that are here. Oh,
Please edit that out. Please move straight to the Big Ten. Please move straight to the Big Ten.
yeah. Nothing happened just now. No joke was made that may or may not be
Nothing
edited
happens.
out. There's some Big Ten teams. We obviously mentioned Penn State 2, Ohio State 3. You've got Notre Dame at 6. They're not a Big Ten team, but haha. Oregon at 7. You've got Illinois at 12 in the AP poll. Yes, Illinois, your ears aren't broken, which I think that's where they should be. That should be a good Illinois team. Michigan is all the way up at number 14. That's a little high for me because I think that's a team with a lot of questions still. We'll see. 20 is Indiana. I think that's a little low for me personally. I think we're getting a little bit more Indiana disrespect after last year. A reminder, Indiana's 2 losses last year were to Ohio State and Notre Dame, who, if I check a box score, those were the 2 teams that were in the national championship. Spoiler alert. And I think Indiana has plenty of pieces back to still be very, very good. I think their quarterback play could be better because, as it turns out, their quarterback last year, Curtis Rourke, was playing on a torn ACL for most of the year. So, which is insane. Props to him. But I think Indiana could be just as good as last year. Now, more difficult schedule, I'll give you that. But that's where the Big Ten rounds out. USC and Nebraska and Iowa all make the others receiving votes category. But that's interesting. I mean, Nebraska is basically number 32 on this list, 34, I guess. USC's number 30. So they're creeping up there. Also, both Navy and Army in the others receiving votes category. If you're looking for a group of 5 teams, it's a pretty easy look because it's just Boise State. They're sitting there at number 25 following their college football playoff appearance. Josh, is there anything else on this list that sticks out to you, like you want to pound your fist into the desk, or is it all kind of it'll wash out throughout the season?
I'm still trying to figure out how many votes James Madison needs to get up into ranking.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were in the receiving votes category,
Yes,
and I
they
would
were.
love that to be
Yep.
receiving more votes. I'm assuming not a ton, but I can dream.
Yeah, let's see. 26, 7, 8, 9, 30.
Yeah, I've been trying to- I've been
38.
I
They're basically
have-
38 right now.
Okay, that works. I'll
Yeah.
take it. Top 40.
Yep.
As long as they are higher than the number of states we have in the country, I feel like that'll fit thematically.
Yeah, I think that's a good achievement there.
I'm still going back and forth. I have all of the data in front of me on ending records. We talked about this from last year, 2024 seasons against strength of schedule, returners, who's leaving, coaching, all of that. And I don't hate the top 5. I think I'm just still, maybe this is just my bias coming out. Talking last week about the Big Ten and the SEC, I guess 2 or 3 weeks ago, all 3 of the top 3 teams have questions going in about, let's just say, maybe some quarterback play, other tangential offensive things. Obviously, we lost an OC to the number 2. Texas is starting Arch for real.
Yep.
And it'll be a heck of a start. He did great last year. No issues last year. It just there's questions, and it feels like it. I'll sit with it. I still am not sure, just because it feels like the only reason Ohio State got put down to was because of the 2 in-conference losses, which isn't, I understand, but a pretty significant victory as well.
Yeah. Well, the other thing I'm very curious about is obviously Texas, Ohio State play one another. Let's say
Absolutely.
Ohio State loses in a very close game, Texas pulls it out at the end. How far will the AP voters drop Ohio State?
Right.
Because to me, And I would probably say the same thing about Texas too. Like, let's say Texas loses, like, okay, Ohio State's going to jump them because of that head-to-head, but like, you're not pushing Texas out of the top 5, right? Or even the top
Right.
3 for a loss, right? I mean, Clemson,
That's a quality loss.
Like, Clemson could win, so maybe they jump up with the win over LSU. But like, is there any scenario short of like a massive blowout in which either Ohio State or Texas leave the top 5 after week 1? If I'd be surprised. I'd be
I
surprised.
think so. I don't see that. I think we've had fewer not none, but fewer frustrations with the AP overall than say like the playoff committee.
Sure.
Because at the very least, ostensibly, these are journalists. They're regularly covering this stuff.
Yeah.
They're looking at things the same way we are, trying to be all-encompassing. And so I can't imagine the majority of voters are going to go, oh, I guess it's time to put Ohio State at 15 since they lost by 10.
Right.
Like, even a blowout. But I think even then it had to be the nature of the blowouts. It'd have to be like, turns out Ohio State doesn't have a QB1.
Yeah, sure.
Or
Yeah.
turns out Arch could not handle high pressure situations and just got disoriented.
Yep.
But even then it's like it's a heck of a first game to start. I realize you got Manning blood and did like stuff last year, but it's also like it literally had to be those types of things where it's like it is beyond the shadow of a doubt that QB play is not there for either team, or offensive strategy is just going to be lackluster, or Ryan Day is back to coaching concerned.
Sure.
Which any of those could happen. This is a realm of possibilities. I just don't see them as likely.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, it would have to be a thing where we saw in week 1 last year where Georgia just beat the brakes off of Clemson. And it was kind of, it was a storyline from the previous season. Like, oh, we thought Clemson's offense would be better at it's year 2 at that point under Garrett Riley as the offensive coordinator. Like, and it just clearly was not there. Of course, Clemson went on to win the ACC that year, so they did all right. But yeah, absolutely. I think your point's good. Well, that's the top 25. Johnny has a preseason top 25 that he has made, and we will let him defend that next week. By the way, next week as well, just to give you our topics, Josh, we get to preview an actual honest-to-goodness college football game next week because next week will just be 5 days until week 0. Let's go.
Oh, I way clipped. Sorry, editing.
That's
Aaron.
fine.
That's Clip City.
Leaving it in. Yeah.
Let's do some analysis, guys.
I know.
Hey, should I spend $9 or $12 for the season opener?
Oh, for SMU.
August 30th. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good deal. I mean, does $12 put you in an obstructed view? Because if so,
Oh,
that
actually,
one.
please. No, unfortunately, Gerald J. Ford Stadium. You gotta respect the middle name.
Mm-hmm.
It's set up to where it's good seats all around.
Oh,
like there's
what a
no
tragedy.
obstructed view. I know.
That's so unfortunate.
Like there might be maybe like way in the low hundreds where like if I'm at the edge of the seat, like maybe I'm getting a weird view, but like no, it's a horseshoe shape for the seating, so it's like Ohio State. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Now I did see that's an 8 p.m. kickoff, probably so people don't boil alive.
Yeah, amen.
So that's good at least. 8
That's-
p.m.
that's-
local, I should say. It's
that's
9,
all we can
9
ask
p.m. for
for.
me, Josh. I'll be tuned in for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Who are they playing?
Yeah.
Is it East
They are
Texas A&M?
hosting East Texas
Oh,
A&M
let's go.
Lions.
Yeah.
Say their name. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yep. All right, it is picks of the week. Josh, I just threw something together here because we just talked about it. We're a week away from week 0, so we can't quite pick it
We
yet.
can't get there.
We've already picked NFL preseason. We've picked minor league baseball last week. We picked the Frisco Rough Riders at West Arkansas. And I'm happy to report, Northwest Arkansas, my mistake. I'm happy to report that on Friday, April 11th, the Frisco Rough Riders went to Arkansas and won 11-2. So we both get a point for picking the Frisco Rough Riders, which means that our current picks of the week scoreboard is myself with 5. I think I'm 5-0. I don't think I've got a pick wrong yet, which is insane.
This is dangerous territory.
Yeah, because that means my college football picks are about to be terrible. So
You used all your good luck
Yep.
in the off season.
sure did.
Hey, but this means too, on my end, I'm now second place, and I do not care for that because that puts Johnny in last place, which means some sort of self-punishment that only he wants to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I'm gonna go to Turks and Caicos by myself without telling anybody and try and like hitchhike my way back.
Right.
Just something random. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go to Havana and try and swim to Key West. Like, I don't know. Please, Johnny.
He's gonna do the Nugget challenge, even though the Cavs and Nuggets won't play for another 3 months.
He's gonna pre Nugget challenge. It's gonna be 999, but it's a 999 challenge, except that it's after every set of downs.
Speaking of food, by the way, not to get a sidetrack from picks, we'll tell you
Yeah.
what we're picking here in a minute. You got some good food this week.
Oh, we can talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
I had a great time. I went to Yankees Rangers this past Tuesday night. I followed my own advice that Johnny gave me to go watch a baseball game. I went bet. Friend had already offered me tickets, so
Nice.
I went cool.
I love it.
It's great. It's always fun to watch. I was worried. It was Aaron Judge's first game back after I don't know, like 9 games out. And part of me was like, this guy's scary and would like to see him just absolutely bomb one. Struck out swinging twice. And then I don't know, out at first his third at bat. And the other part of me was going, nice.
Right. Well, I don't know if maybe you guys talked about this, so I'm duplicating, but Johnny and I had the same experience with Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 5,
Yeah,
0 for 5
that's
with 4
right.
strikeouts. It's like, what the heck? If the Dodgers are going to win, because they did, because Johnny was there, at least
Yeah.
hit like a 500-foot moonshot into the Ohio River, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly. And so I had a great time. If you've been following the Yankees, and if you are, why? It's been sad.
Well, especially with Judge out, they've kind of been in a free fall.
Especially with Judge out.
Yeah.
They had a free fall. They brought in a few like a batter and a pitcher from the Rockies right before the trade deadline. And they threw this guy out his third game. His third game was at the Rangers last Monday night. They lost like, oh, what was it? Like 5-3. But those last 2, it was a walk-off 2-run home run in the 10th because this guy just is from the Rockies. So he already got traded down to Scranton Wilkes-Barre like that next morning. And so I went, ooh, I got to see their pitcher lineup and see if they threw a guy like that in quickly. I'm like, who did they putting in? And it's always fun to watch a pitcher slowly get a little bit more aware of what's going on. It reminds me of the Texas A&M. They had this thing where they would call balls, the total amount of balls that the pitcher had thrown. And I think there was one time they were chanting like ball 11. And I cannot imagine the pressure at a Texas A&M baseball game of like, I'm from Alabama or wherever, and I'm just hearing ball 10 from an entire stadium of people would collapse. We didn't do that, but it was fun watching the slow decay and got out with a nice 2-0 victory. It's a great time, but the most important thing was I got brisket mac and cheese.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
And
You love to see it.
it was the type of expense where I'm like, I can only do this once. The ticket was free. I will go ahead and splurge a little bit. And It's one of the few things that I've spent that type of money on where I'm like, this, you know what?
Hmm.
Worth.
Oh,
I get it. I get
yeah.
it. It was so good.
Yeah, that
Oh,
that does
it
sound
was really too good because now I know I can do that.
good. Yeah,
It unlocked something that it should not have unlocked
free
in
will.
me. Free will, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's picks of the week, not what we're following. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we're blending segments today. Who knows? This week we're kind of desperate to pick. So, you know what? The thing I picked, Josh, is terrible. I just looked
Oh
at this.
no.
This game that I had written on the show notes doesn't happen until September 6th. This is so dumb. How did I find this?
It's a long term.
All right. Well, no, we can't. I gotta find something else. Is the Little League World Series bracket out yet? Let me hang on. Stats and info is working for us. World Series bracket. This is what happens when Johnny's not here to help us pick something very obviously happening. Okay, it is here. Josh, we're going to pivot and go to the Little League World Series bracket, and we're going to pick that. Which I think the bracket's out. Let's see. Yes, it is. I will copy this and put it in the show notes. Disconnected. So we love that.
Oh, hey. Thank
I-
you, OBS. Very cool. Thank you for launching updates right as I'm trying to go live at my church because that's
Oh
really
my
nice when you want me
gosh.
to push in updates.
Yeah. All right.
Now,
I think we're good.
thank you.
So it looks like there's more teams than usual. Am I crazy about? I don't know. Anyways, if you're unfamiliar with the Little League World Series, here's the format. There's a U.S. side of the bracket. There is an international side of the bracket, and we're going to play a double elimination bracket on both sides. So the U.S. champion goes up against the international champion for the Little League World Series. So we will pick our winner from the U.S. from the international brackets. So from the U.S., I'm going to go with, you know what? Give me Sioux Falls, South Dakota. They're the Midwest region in this bracket. I'm going to go Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and I'm going to go. I mean, Japan's just such an obvious choice a lot of times in the international side. Although I don't think they won it last year. Let's go. I don't know. There's a team from Czechia, which is awesome. I'm going to go with them. I'm going vibes. Give me Czechia and give
Yes.
me Midwest.
Hold on, am I on the right one? Because I don't see. Do I have to click more? Hold on, I'm good with technology.
I could have given you the wrong link. I'm not sure. Let's see.
You're good. I just see the regions versus
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah,
actual
hang on.
teams for whole. Sorry, I spent $19 on my ticket. Sorry, 1880. That was with fees. Um,
Nice.
yes. If you can't find the email, view order details. What? Oh, here we go. Accept transfer. There we go. Perfect. Just purchased, accept transfer. Sign in with my email. Yes. Don't steal my ticket. I'm doing so well. Thank you, SMU, for securing your $14 ticket with $4.80 worth of fees. This is the type of protection I want on my
Now,
investment.
Ohio has a rule where they now have
This
to tell you the
plus the
fees up
$3
front,
it's going to spend.
which good on Ohio.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What I've been finding that my at least on SMU they've been using mostly StubHub, and I found that StubHub, at least for this, has fronted the fees, and so
Nice.
what I'm looking at is the total, like $19. That was going to be my out the door
Yeah.
out the door cost,
Nice.
which
Yeah.
was I appreciated. Okay, I've done my business. While I should have been looking at. I've done my business. I should have. Nice. Oh, they got a. Hold on.
It's a good list of teams.
Do I have a?
You scroll all the way to
That's
that
a really good
bottom of the
team.
article,
Yeah.
you'll find it. Yeah.
Oh, it's just giving me infinite articles. Thank you, Yahoo Sports. Thank you for
Oh no.
ruining my ability to scroll correctly. Nice. I gotta pick my roots. I'm going Clarendon Hills, Great Lakes region,
Nice.
and then on the international side, um, I was just reading a Wikipedia article about Queensland, Australia
Oh,
yesterday, so
okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick Brisbane North region.
Nice. All right, I love it.
I have.
We'll get Johnny's picks too.
I'll put those.
That way we can try to
Oh,
prevent
yes.
him from being last.
Yes. Need to get this going.
Are you good for what we're following? I don't have it on my soundboard yet. but-
Yes.
Okay. Sweet. Josh, I can't believe I'm sitting here. It's August 11th as we're recording. And I am still following the Reds. They split a 4-game series with the Pirates. Pirates not good, by the way, which makes sense why the Reds
No.
didn't play very well against
Split.
them because
Yeah.
for whatever reason, the Reds beat the good teams and lose to the bad teams. So they're kind of hanging out roughly in wild card territory, but they lose the first 2 games of the series against Pittsburgh. And I mentally, I called it quits. I was like, well, it was bound to happen eventually. Like, there's just not enough offense on this team. And there may not be, but the Mets are free falling. You love to see it if you're a Reds fan. The Reds, as of tonight, are 1.5 games back. They're playing the Philadelphia Phillies, a good team, in a 3-game home series. They are currently leading 1-0 because the Reds cannot score, but they pitch well. They're leading 1-0 in the bottom of the 6th. So the dream of the Reds in the playoffs is not dead, even as late in the season as August 11th, which means that they're going to take me all the way to late September and break my heart because that's all this team knows how to do. I'm not following anything fun this week because I literally, basically any waking free moment I'm spending doing something college football related, which we'll share more later. So I'm boring, but the Reds are relevant in August. So I'll take it. I don't know if maybe we can, I don't know, what's the opposite of a curse? And have just
Blessing?
Sure. We'll have a blessing and suddenly we can hit the baseball. I don't know if that's going to happen, but go Reds. That's what I'm following.
Go Reds. Speaking of colors, this is how I transition. You're welcome.
Good one.
So recently, yet another discussion of the SEC and their love of hypotheticals popped up on Twitter and probably also on YouTube and Reddit and wherever else people like to gather and yell about hypotheticals and then watch their. It's basically just if you want to watch a bunch of box score watchers yell at other people who've actually watched the games. We had another one of those, but it was SEC based. And T King 701 finally had it with all these discussions and said, "Congrats on your 5-star recruits and $100 million facilities, SEC fans." Meanwhile, the MAC is out here playing real football in front of 14 people and a raccoon on Tuesday night during a blizzard. You ever seen a punter throw a touchdown to a long snapper while the scoreboard's on fire? Didn't think so. While y'all were busy arguing over which frat-funded dynasty is slightly less fraudulent, Toledo's cooking up a triple reverse flea flicker in a game that ends 43-42 after 6 missed PATs and a goalpost gets stolen. That's not football.
Oh.
That's Maction.
Preach.
You wouldn't survive 1 quarter in Ypsilanti.
That's right. Now, did you
And-
see? Maybe this is where I won't steal your
This
thunder.
is-
Okay, good. Go ahead. All right.
So our very own
Ugh.
Sickos committee
Yes.
on Twitter immediately went, "This is art. This is true." Put out a t-shirt, a mug, and stickers filled with a beautiful raccoon uh, they have dubbed the Maccoon.
Mm-hmm.
Amen and amen. With the quote, "You wouldn't survive a quarter in Ypsilanti,"
Mm.
and that was great. And it was, kind of like black or maybe like an off blue and like a nice like kind of greenish. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of nice. And then not 2 days ago, it was 3. Eastern Michigan University,
Mm.
Mac West co-champions from 2022,
Mm.
according to their Twitter bio, which is a beautiful Maction thing to say. It's such a Mac thing to say.
Oh, they don't even have divisions anymore. Oh, I love that.
2022. Remember the Mac West?
Yeah,
We
I
remember
do.
the Mac West because we were
Oh.
co-champions in 2022. Um, they showed up to a practice, some conditioning. Everybody on the staff and looked like most of the guys on the field had Maccoon shirts.
That's beautiful. I gotta get one,
gorgeous.
Josh.
You have to get one.
There's, I believe, I'll look it up right now. Stats and info. I was gonna check if this is available right now, but I'm pretty sure it is.
I think so. Oh yeah, hold on. I was literally on the link. Why did I scroll away? Josh, what did you do? Perfect. Yep, got it.
Yep, there it is. It's only
Oh,
20
that's
bucks.
not that bad. That's
my
not
gosh.
that. I can do that.
Sickos Committee, you are doing the Lord's work. And they have a holographic sticker. I might need to buy all of
A
this.
holographic sticker.
Yeah.
This is.
Oh, they
what
have
a
a
great!
mug.
I didn't even see the "In This House We Believe."
Josh, they have a that one's great. They have a mug, a Maccoon mug.
So here's the thing. So might buy a shirt just for myself, but
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the Maccoon mug becomes the prize for the end of for this season.
Yes, Josh, that's got to be it. Oh,
It has to be
let's
it.
go. It only took us 6 episodes.
Now I'm
but-
gonna really try because I want this
I
mug.
love that. Heck yeah. Oh, I'm so happy I'm in first right now. I'm
gonna try. I'm gonna try hard, and now I'm gonna lose by 1 billion.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm happy. This is now the shirt. Whatever. Buy the shirt. Wear the shirt. The mug is gonna be the prize.
Yeah. Can we
This
also
is
just say
this
while
is
we're
a counter from the You're Done It.
yeah, exactly. While we're on this store, can I just point out that there are pint glasses that just say "Oh no, disaster! What a bad idea" on them?
I see that.
Oh,
What a bad idea.
oh, what a bad idea!
Oh, it's so, and it's only.
Why is that not on the
$15.
soundboard yet? I've got to fix that. That's got to be on the soundboard yesterday. Anyways,
So good.
is that the action statement? Is
wow.
go buy something from the Sickos Committee shop? I think it is.
Yes, in this house, we believe the Sun Belt is the Fun Belt. Dreams really do come true.
Yep.
Run the triple.
Yep.
Goalposts yearn for the sea.
Oh, amen.
We like big punts, big sky bangers.
Yep.
We pass the Hawaii test.
Yep.
Week nights are for the Mac.
Amen.
Dome, sweet dome.
Oh, you know which dome they're
We stay
talking
for
about.
halftime.
Oh, you
The
know.
dome. Oh, hey, we stay for halftime. Quick notes. There were Rangers fans who left at the bottom of the 7th when I was there, and it was 0-0 at the bottom of the 7th. All the scoring happened bottom of the 8th, and I'm really frustrated with them.
Yeah, you should
because
be.
you stay through till the end. Screw your parking situation.
Yep.
Stay.
Yep.
All football is good football.
Amen. Yeah,
And baseball.
yeah. Oh, what a wholesome way to end. We're so close to football, Josh.
We've been
so
we've been
close.
real, yeah. I feel like we've been lightly angsty for a while.
Uh-huh.
Not like fully angsty, but
Right.
like just a little bit.
Yeah,
And it's like, yeah, guys, it's fall o'clock.
it is. Because June college football conversation is just angsty, like, oh, NIL, the world's falling apart. And hey, maybe it is,
Yes.
but I don't care in late August, September. Football's here.
No.
I don't care.
Football's here.
Yep.
I'm gonna go tailgate with a bunch of trust fund kids and
Yep.
go to bed way too late.
Yeah.
But it's Labor Day weekend. Live your life.
Amen. All right. Well, we will try to do the unthinkable next week. We will try to have all three of us here at the same time. So we will leave you with the thought of you should go buy something from the Sickos Committee. And we'll also leave you with the thought of you should follow us on social media. We're basically wherever you're hanging out, we're hanging out, even if we're not necessarily posting a lot. That will certainly change because we're getting into football season. That's probably our peak posting, for better or for worse. The other thing, too, is you can check us out on YouTube. We stream this show live there every Monday night, but we've also got other video
Also,
content.
real quick, buy our merch, too.
Yeah, we've got merch, fifthandgoalsports.com/merch. Yep. And more on the way, which is probably more. I'm giving away more than I should, even by saying that sentence, but we're working on more merch as well. So that's, if you made it this far in the show, I'm assuming you're kind of a fan of the show. So thank you. And your little treat is that, yes, we are working on an entire merch drop collection. So we'll share more when we know. But in the meantime, you can follow us on YouTube. You can subscribe. We're trying to do this fun thing where we're trying to reach enough subscribers to fill up every stadium in college football. We're starting with Fifth Third Stadium at Kennesaw State, which has a capacity of just over 10,000. You guys are killing it over there. We are less than 1,000 away from being able to fill up Fifth Third Stadium. And hey, there's no fees. There's no ticket fees when you subscribe to the Fifth and Goal YouTube channel. It's just free. It makes sure that you don't miss any of our content, and it helps us out too. And you can pretend to sit in Fifth Third Stadium. And what better thing to do than that?
Wow.
Yep.
And the Patreon that we will eventually set up, you can then buy a seat.
That's correct.
We got assign seats there, not on the YouTube. Just click the button.
Yep.
It costs however much one click worth of internet is. And
True. And now that's a good point, because if you're trying to click subscribe on dial-up internet, that could be 5 minutes.
It could take a while.
It could take. Depends on how much you value your time, I guess.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Good thing I don't.
All right, listeners, we'll talk to you next week.